Speaker, when I
Thank you,
deputy.
Speaker. This report claims a just over 73% achievement on key performance indicators, and it celebrates 100% success rate areas such as good governance, responsive local government, and fostering a vibrant, creative city. Yet how can we claim full marks in government and responsiveness when our core trading services, water, electricity, waste and housings have reached alarming lows, with achievements of only 52% and 43% in critical quality of life indicators? This disconnect actually raises questions. How are we able to rate ourselves in good governance and responsiveness when in reality our residents continue to experience basic service deliveries daily? If governance and responsiveness KPIs reflect such a high success rate, we should see a more direct impact on ground level service delivery. Instead, our residents living with ongoing leaks, persistent water cuts, frequent power outages, inconsistent waste collection, and stalled housing projects. Perhaps the root issue lies in the setting of the KPIs, and we have to ask ourselves if they are not set too low, which then makes it easily achievable while overlooking the real challenges that face our departments. Or are these KPIs too focused on administrative checklists instead of addressing the real needs of the community? This approach does not serve our residents who depend on us to make meaningful standards, not just statistical ones. A KPI should measure actual impact and improvement in daily life and not merely serve as a metric for self-congratulation. Water and sanitation has failed to keep water loss below 50%, and we now have water cut rollouts that have left many without reliable access to basic necessity. This is a failure of both governance and responsiveness. Our residents do not care about KPI achievements if they can't get clean water. And yet in the report, Water and Sanitation excuse the shortfall by citing it a misinterpretation of Circular 88. This circular provides information on indicators, reporting, and planning, and this response reflects the department's leadership failure in understanding their own responsibilities and is not responsive governance. The rules are clear, and understanding of basic directives cannot hinge on mid-year corrections. We are dealing with the lives of people and not just numbers on a spreadsheet. Such misinterpretation raises questions not only about the attention and expertise brought in the management of this department, but the seriousness it applies to the fact that it is a dismally performing department. The excuse of misinterpretation of the circular is a slap in the face to the residents who have to face water shortages and lack of sanitation. Human Settlements, for its part, records vehicle breakdowns, bad weather, and contract delays. How is this possible when we recently saw a glowing report from Fleet Management telling us this turnaround time for repairs is swift and vehicle availability is above 90%? There's a clear disconnect in reports, and we must ask ourselves, narratives, are they selectively crafted to excuse inaction? The Electricity Department notes missed targets on shortage of material and solid waste, attributes it to its own failures to a lack of statistics from external recyclers. None of these excuses align with the principles of accountability and responsiveness that we claim to achieve. If our departments are not effectively delivering on core services, we cannot claim success in governance. Speaker, if this KPIs for good governance, responsive local government, and city vibrancy were truly reflecting the reality on the ground, we would see a different report. A genuinely responsive city cannot allow its residents to go without water, power, or clean streets. If we are rating ourselves highly in these areas, then we must reevaluate the standards we are using. Are these KPIs effectively challenging us to meet residents' needs, or are they merely an exercise in appearance? This council must hold itself to high standards, and our residents deserve real change, not flattering numbers on a report. We must ensure that our KPI targets reflect true accountability, transparency, and service deliveries that our communities can truly feel. Only then can we claim genuine success in good governance and in delivering quality of life for our people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Seth.